Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to show you where you can locate the O2 sensor on your Pontiac Fiero GT. Let's go ahead and get started. Looking into the engine bay here of the Fiero GT, you can access the O2 sensor from here or from underneath. So I'm going to show both. Now for this particular vehicle, keep in mind there's only one. On a lot of newer vehicles you have two. You usually have one upstream and downstream. Upstream meaning before the catalytic converter, downstream being after. On the Pontiac Fiero GT, there's only one upstream, which is from the exhaust manifold coming down right before the catalytic converter. After the catalytic converter, because of the way that the exhaust pipe kind of turns around and goes into the muffler and then the exhaust pipes, there's not another one after that. So if we come in here, and you can see here we have our intake plenum, you have your intake there, you have your air filter canister, and you come down below all that, and let's get closer. There it is right there. Going right into the exhaust pipe right there, right before the connection, as you can see where it goes to the catalytic converter. There's your O2 sensor there on the right. Now let's head underneath and I'll show you from the bottom, because you can really access it from either way and you have kind of a clear area to work with. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. But keep in mind that if you are going to be going under the car, please make sure you have it lifted properly. You want to use jack stands or ramps. If you want to see some ramps that I use, you can check that out via the link above and down in the description, the Rhino ramps. They're really good if you're going to be working on cars. But don't just rely strictly on the jack. Make sure you have some kind of jack stand or ramps if you're going under there. So coming underneath the car, you have your transmission oil pan, then your regular oil pan. And then as we come back here, here's your catalytic converter. Now the Pontiac Fiero GT only has one, which is an upstream, which means it's before the catalytic converter, because after that, then it runs the piping out to the, right back here, let's see if I can show you, to the muffler, which is tucked back up in here, and then out to the exhaust. So if we come back here, here's our catalytic converter here, and just ignore the rust. I'm still doing work on this car. But if you come back and just follow that pipe right up. So that right there is your upstream or sensor 1, which is before the catalytic converter. Okay, so here's your exhaust pipe. So it comes from, just to show you, here's your catalytic converter. Here's your catalytic converter. Follow the pipe. Don't pay attention to the rust. This car is old and getting a lot done to it. And where it connects right up in there to the exhaust manifold. Okay, well that wraps up this video on where and how to locate the O2 sensor or oxygen sensor on your Pontiac Fiero GT, which is the 6-cylinder. Please send me any questions or comments you may have pertaining to this video. As always, I appreciate all your support, so please like the video, subscribe to this channel as I'm constantly posting new content. We're going to be having some more upcoming Fiero GT related videos coming up in the near future. Please subscribe, and I appreciate all your support.